And basically what it boils down to is I don't think we reach a different verdict if I do a retrial in this case.
We continue our coverage on the Kent County prosecutor's decision to not retry Christopher Schurr. The announcement prompting many different reactions from city and state leaders and the community. Just a few weeks ago, the jury in Schurr's trial announced it was deadlocked. It was unable to convict or acquit the former Grand Rapids police officer of second-degree murder or, as a second option, manslaughter in the death of Patrick Lyoya. Becker said today if the case were to be retried, the outcome would likely be the same. News 8's Adriana Dori has been following this all from the start and joins us with more on Becker's decision and has community reaction.
Amber, the message was clear from today's rally outside of the courthouse. The fight is not over. Dozens expressing their disappointment today after hearing the news that this case would not be retried, saying justice was not served.
I've made the decision not to seek a retrial in the case of Christopher Schurr.
In a press conference on Thursday, Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker delivering what he called the difficult decision to not retry the case against former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schurr.
I don't think we reach a different verdict if I do a retrial in this case.
A decision Becker says involved many factors.
Looked at everything. I looked at our case. I looked at the defense case. I looked at the arguments that were made. I looked at the jury selection process.
One of Christopher Schurr's attorneys, Matthew Borgula, says that the news came as a relief to him and his team, and one that they say was the right one.
I think the prosecutor got this right here, that a retrial wouldn't be good for anybody because at best it would end up in another hung jury.
No justice! No peace!
But the news coming as a disappointment to the dozens of Lyoya supporters who have been showing out at the courthouse throughout this trial. And Thursday was no different.
Justice for Patrick!
As dozens gathered to show their support for the Lyoya family and continue to voice their concerns.
I was angry. I was really upset. It needs to be more accountability. You know, it need to be more people showing up from the community. If it ain't no people showing up from the community to put pressure on these people, then it's just gonna blow over.
The hope that there would be some sort of closure in this case is just kind of fading, and that's obviously there's still the civil trial, which we're gonna be supportive of the Lyoya family, but you just kind of hope that that wouldn't be what it came down to.
Across the street observing the protest was Grand Rapids Mayor David LeGrand.
And I wanted to be sure that this crowd felt safe. They were able to express themselves without interference and without danger, and I'm happy to say that this is clearly a peaceful event.
LeGrand not commenting on his reaction to Becker's decision outside of his written statement, but did share that there is still work to be done.
I think that we all have work to do to make Grand Rapids a place where everyone feels like justice is delivered, and we have a goal, and we have a mandate to continuously improve how we live together in this community, and that's true every day when we wake up. And you know, this trial is a painful period in our city's history, and I'm glad that people are able to meet peacefully and process.
Grand Rapids City Manager Mark Washington also responding to the news today, saying in a statement in part, quote, "Our hearts go out to the Lyoya family as they process this information. We also understand the incredible strain this has taken on Mr. Schurr and his family." We have a full breakdown of today's events over on woodtv.com. Amber.